Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I really wanted to show you some more Star Stable nostalgia because the support on my previous video, which will be linked in the upper right corner, was insane. And I was reading through the comments yesterday and I just felt like today was the day that a part 2 needed to be made. So here we are. Later on in this video, after all the nostalgia, I'm also going to talk to you about the teaser that Star Stable released a few days ago in regards to the Marwaris that are going to be coming to Star Stable in August. I'm going to give you the specific date and I'm going to show you all of the coats, so make sure you keep on watching till the end because it's super exciting. They're so pretty. So yeah, if you're interested in some Star Stable nostalgia part 2 and also an update on the teaser for the Marwaris, then keep on watching. And then now, like I always say, without any further ado, let's just jump straight into this video. The first thing I want to talk about is quite a controversial topic, and that is the snow in Jorvik. As most of you know, if you've been playing for a longer period of time, Star Stable removed the snow all over Jorvik, and I will be explaining why in a second, and they created the Christmas village instead. Now, the reason why Star Stable removed the snow all over Jorvik is because they were updating all the ground textures, and it was really hard for them to, create new snow textures as well and make them fit the new textures. Honestly, once Star Stable is done with updating all of the textures all over Jorvik, I really wish for them to bring back snow because I loved snow over Jorvik so much. I honestly prefer snow all over Jorvik over the Christmas village, but then again, both would be nice too. So I do understand why Star Stable stopped doing snow all over Jorvik, but if Star Stable in the future is able to bring back snow all over Jorvik, I would love to see it. I personally would love to see it. I'm sure a lot of you guys would love to see it. So Star Stable, once you're done with all the ground textures and all that jazz, please bring back the snow all over Jorvik because we loved it and it's such a nostalgic moment. And beside that, I know that a lot of people have been asking for seasons in Star Stable anyway, and the snow could represent winter, and honestly, I personally would love to see seasons too. However, it's not top priority to me since we do have some areas that kind of represent different seasons, so it's not necessarily a priority, but I would love to see it somewhere in the future. But anyway, with that being said, let's move on to our next subject, which is the Supershire. Who else remembers when all the way back in 2016 on April Fool's Day, the Supershire, which that was the actual name of this horse, was released into Star Stable for just one day. I think it was about 25 star coins. You had to be super popular with Fort Pinza, and the max is popular, so that rank wasn't even available. And also you had to be like level 1200 or something to get it, and honestly, Car Stable was cool and all, but this April Fool's joke to this day in my book is still the most iconic April Fool's joke ever. I loved it so much, and I don't really know how to explain this, but I feel like the community was so much more excited about the game back in 2015, 2016, and I think that's why I think the Giant Shire update is honestly the best April Fool's joke to this day to me. I don't know, there's just such a happy connotation to that update, and I remember just being so excited about the game back then, and I just didn't really have that when Car Stable came out, and that was just some kind of episode in my Star Stable experience. I do really love the game still, don't get me wrong, but the vibe from back in 2015, 2016 was amazing, and this update, it's just one of the most iconic Star Stable moments so far. Also, who else remembers back in the day when you could pick out your starter horse, go to this random bunny that was spread all over Jorvik, and change the coat of your starter horse into some crazy coats? I remember that so vividly. I loved that, and why hasn't Star Stable brought it back? That was amazing, and I really want it back next year, Star Stable. I do. That was amazing. But anyway, with that throwback to the old April Fool's jokes over with, let's move on to our next topic. Next up, I wanted to talk about the old model Soul Riders. You guys probably know the updated ones, which are stunning. Star Stable did an amazing job on those updated Soul Riders, both the characters and the horses. But do we remember the old ones? Ma'am, they were not it. However, these characters still, to this day, give me such a nostalgic vibe, and I don't know why, but I still love them even though they're not the best. I mean, we can all admit it, right? And to be honest, most of the old characters in general give me a huge throwback to the previous Star Stable games like Starshine Legacy and all those. I'm gonna link a full gameplay of Starshine Legacy 1 from SSO Theory Time in the description box as well, in case you want to go ahead and watch the full gameplay. I really enjoyed that video. It just gave me such a huge throwback, and it's also very nice to know where Star Stable came from, and if you compare that to what we have today, it's insane. Like, it's actually insane. And with that being said, let's move on to our next subject, which they actually recently updated, but still, I really want to talk about it. Let's get into it. Now, like I said, it hasn't been too long since Star Stable changed this whole thing, but does anyone else remember when you couldn't jump in cities? Man, I remember so vividly that I used to run into everything you could possibly run into because I couldn't jump. And you know what the funny part is? I tried it anyway. I got the notification of like, you can't jump in cities every single time, but I still tried it every single time, and I don't know why, but I did. And I know that a lot of my friends were always talking about the fact that we couldn't jump in cities and how it was ridiculous and how they ran into anything you could possibly run into, and honestly, same, like I said. But now that we are able to jump in cities, I gotta be honest, it has made it easier for me to like make my way through cities, but at the same time, looking back on those times when we weren't able to jump in cities, I kind of miss it. Even though it was a huge pet peeve of mine, I kind of miss it. And by the way, non-Star Riders can jump now too, and I don't understand what happened with the jump quest, which is honestly one of my favorite quests in Star Stable. I remember being so excited about learning how to jump because I saw everyone do it, but I couldn't do it. But for some reason, Star Stable took that whole entire experience away, and I think that's kind of sad, to be honest. I mean, I do kind of understand why they did it, because a few weeks ago, for example, they released a show jumping race in Moorland, and normally it's also available to non-striders, and if they wouldn't be able to jump, they wouldn't be able to do the competition, which is why I do understand why they can jump now, but at the same time, that whole entire experience of learning how to jump, I mean, it's such a nostalgic moment to me anyway, so it's kind of sad that the newer players don't get that. But then again, like I said, I understand why they did it, so let's move on to our next topic, and that is actually the teaser to the Marwaris, you guys. We have come to the end of the nostalgia part, and then now let's talk about the new Marwaris. About 4 days ago now, Star Stable posted this picture onto their Instagram, and the caption read, "Perk up an ear for this beauty. What do you think?" And of course we see this very special bridle. I wonder if they'll be releasing that too. And then we of course see the ears, which is what the Marwaris are known for. And then 1 day ago for me, because I'm recording this on a Friday, 2 days ago for you guys, they posted the teaser to the Marwaris. And this is the full picture of all the coats. We have 8 coats, which makes me think they're going to release these horses in batches of 4, just like with the American quarter horses. And we have a white, we have a black, we have a bay, we have a pinto, we also have a palomino, another perlino, this special coat that I also have the Lusitano from the event that is going on right now at Jorvik Stables. And then you also have that, I'm not sure what that's called, but it has like a blonde mane. It's a white horse with some black specks, and I kind of like that one too. They're all really, really pretty. The bay, by the way, the bay is so well done. Like, that bay is stunning. I will need to get that horse. The marking on its head, I can't. Now, I know that a lot of people were super afraid that these horses were going to be an Akeltique copy, but honestly, I don't believe they are. They are exactly what I expected from a Marwari and SSO, and I am super, super excited. Now, as for the release date, which I think is perfect, by the way, these horses will be released on August the 12th, which is in 2.5 2.5 weeks. I mean, the second batch of English Thoroughbreds was released last week, and counting from last week, there would be a space of 4 weeks between a new horse release, and that is double of what they've been doing, and I really appreciate they're listening to our concern about too many horses, because recently I do feel like Star Stable has been releasing too many horses. And with that being said, I want to know your opinion on the brand new Marwaris. Do you think you're going to get any of these? Which code is your favorite? Do you think Star Stable's done a great job on the model so far? Obviously, we haven't seen the animations yet, but I will show you as soon as these horses come out. So if you're interested in a full video on the Marwaris soon, then make sure you subscribe already so you won't miss out. And yeah, with that being said, that is basically everything I needed to tell you for today. I want to thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you have any thoughts on any of the topics mentioned in this video, feel free to leave a comment as well. I try my best to read them all. If you would like to see more of my content, all you have to do is subscribe down below, as well as turn on those notifications so you'll never miss out on any videos I post. And with that being said, I really hope I'll see you back on Wednesday in a brand new update video, and until then, have an awesome week. I love you guys, and until Wednesday, bye!